Breaking news. Ford has just unveiled the 2026 Ford Mustang Darkhorse SC. Welcome back to RevFeed. Today, we're going to jump in and look at all the photos and all the new things that are under the hood of this brand new Darkhorse SC Mustang. So let's jump right in. All right, so before we jump in here, I wanted to give a big shout out to Car and Driver. We're going to be using this article today to look at all the photos and also get some information on the car itself. So Ford unveiled this car early Wednesday morning, I believe, into the afternoon. And during that time, I was at the 2026 Detroit Auto Show Media Day, so I couldn't make a video on this. So I'm currently recording this on Thursday, and the video will also upload on Thursday. So depending on when you're watching this, you will see this on Thursday or Friday, a day or two after the official unveiling of the Darkhorse SC. So let's jump right in here. As you can see, this car is not a Shelby. Everybody was expecting, oh, GT500, Shelby GT500, it's going to be a GT500. Nope. It's just another Darkhorse under the Ford name. No Shelby name. So we got the Darkhorse logo, and this one actually has some green surrounding it with some accents. And here the car is. So obviously it's got a refreshed bumper. This is the grills here on the sides are different. The grill on the bottom is different. The grill up top is a little bit different. It's pretty similar, but it's a little bit different. And then we have a black accent. I think this even might be carbon fiber running through the middle here. And before we get into this, I just wanted to say, as soon as I saw this car, I'm like, that reminds me of the 2019 Chevy Camaro SS, and I'll pop that on screen right now because of that black center line in the grill. And overall, I just think the bumper looks more like a Camaro than it does a Mustang. I don't think it's a bad design, but I really, really, really love the original Darkhorse design. And I think if they would have stuck more with that design and just did a little bit more tweaking, I think it would have been awesome. But this design overall is not bad. I just think it looks a lot like a Camaro, but overall not bad. So yeah, obviously we got the revised front end with larger vents for cooling and for cooling for the motor and for the brakes. And it also has a larger front splitter. Moving over to the side, we can see more green accents, just like we saw on the Darkhorse logo. It has the SC logo on the side with green accents. It also has, looks like green big calipers and maybe even green seatbelts inside. We'll have to see more when we scroll. Under the hood, I'm sure everybody's wondering what it is. It is a 5.2 liter supercharged V8. And we saw the 5.2 liter in the GT350. That was naturally aspirated, obviously. And we also saw it in the Mustang GTD, I believe. So this could make a lot of power. I think it's going to be somewhere between the regular Darkhorse and the GTD. It should be more than the previous GT500, so we will see. So obviously moving more to the side here, we do see the green brake calipers. A lot of side plastics and just fascias running all over the place. We got that big wing again, obviously. And then moving on to the rear, again, you can see the big giant wing. And we also have a unique diffuser and vertically oriented quad exhaust tips. So on the Darkhorse, they were circular round exhaust tips. This one is more of a rectangle style, I guess. Again, here's a little like half back, half side shot. I like the exhaust tips and the back with the spoiler. I think they did really good back here. I wish the front end was a little bit more aggressive like the normal generation or the first generation Darkhorse. It's given off too much Camaro vibes and not enough Mustang vibes for me personally, but I don't think it looks bad. Again, you can see the green SC logo on the side, and this Darkhorse SC also comes with MagneRide dampers that have been revised from the regular Darkhorse. Also moving on to the wheels here, you can see it has unique style wheels and they are also carbon fiber. And if you get the track pack, you can get the carbon fiber wheels. They do not come stock. And that's pretty crazy because they are 305 with tires in the front. Guys, that's huge tire for the front. Usually you'd see a 305 on the back of like a Mustang or a high performance car. On the front is huge. So, and this car is set to be sold in the summer of 2026. So coming up pretty soon here. I'm sure they're going to open orders probably within the next month or so, and then they'll build it so that you can get it in summer 2026, or they're either going to open the orders in 2026 and then you'll get it in probably fall. Not sure exactly, but that's just my guess. We have a closer look at the grille here also, and you can see the carbon fiber bits and a bunch of vents and intakes for cooling for the motor and the brakes. Here you get another look at those specific wheels and those massive brakes. I think those are probably 6-piston calipers and carbon ceramic rotors, it looks like. Also, here's another look at that big wing. There's also like another built-in spoiler here on the deck lid. Again, you can see that neon green Darkhorse logo. Same thing here, and there's that logo again. Here is the same car, just in a different color, and this has got some red accents, it looks like a big black stripe going up the middle with some red on the side. Looks like it also has red seats. And then this one, instead of having neon green brakes and logo, it has red brakes and a red logo. Here is the car in a bright red with red accents. So if you want red on red, or red on black, I guess I should say. Red brakes, bright red paint. And it looks like actually silver logo for the SC with a big black stripe down the middle. Here's a closer look at those vertically oriented rectangle exhaust tips. I think they look actually pretty cool in my opinion. And it fits the blockiness of this kind of design. I think the front grille is a little bit more blocky than the Darkhorse, and so is the rear diffuser, which obviously the exhaust tips will fit into pretty well. There's another shot here of it also. So, I mean, overall, I like the original Darkhorse design a little bit better, especially if you get the track pack. But this isn't a bad design. I just think it's looking like a little bit too much of a Camaro. I wish it would look more like the original Darkhorse. Maybe if they would have took the original Darkhorse and just added like special effects to it, or a little bit different body kit like splitter, and maybe keep the rear diffuser on this one and just use the same Darkhorse, styling from the front. Maybe you can change it up a little bit, but I don't know. I don't know why this just looks like a lot like a Camaro to me. But overall, I think it looks pretty good. It doesn't look bad in any means. It looks good. It just really looks like a Camaro. And I really think the first gen Darkhorse is the best looking Mustang ever. So that's all I have for you guys today. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment. What do you think about this car? Does it look like a Camaro like I think? Does it look better than the original Darkhorse? Were you expecting a Shelby? Do you think this is going to be a pretty cool car? And how much do you think it's going to be? I think it's going to be a pretty penny, because the Darkhorse alone with all the upgrades is about $80,000. So, you add carbon ceramic brakes and carbon wheels and a supercharger, you're probably going to be pushing $100,000. But let me know your guys' thoughts in the comment down below. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel if you are new, with notifications turned on, so you don't miss another video. There's also another unveiling tonight, which I will record and make a video on that and post on Friday. And I'm going to post the first video of the auto show on Saturday. And then after that, it'll just be more auto show batches videos. So definitely stay tuned for that if you're interested. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.